Ukraine's very own.
Строковиків, щоб кинути їх у пекло цієї війни.
Right now at 5, we reach a turning point moving towards victory. Defiant words from Ukraine's president as Russia ramps up its invasion, hammering more civilian targets. As millions flee the fighting, many rise to face the danger head on.
Got on the bus and there was a man, he was just covered in blood and he had a knife in his hand.
As gas prices fuel a move towards mass transit, stunning new safety concern for riders. What's being done to keep people protected?
You see Hoover Street here. Officials say it's one of the most dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now
KTLA cameras catch a wild hit and run, dangerous driving in a hazardous intersection. The SoCal crossroads where collisions are skyrocketing and how traffic cops are tracking down runaway drivers. The news at 5 starts right now. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Pedro Rivera.
And I'm Samantha Cortese in for Cher Calvin tonight. Thank you for joining us. We begin with the devastating carnage in Ukraine, where Russian invaders are unleashing relentless attacks against cities and civilians.
Incredibly, against all odds, the Ukrainian military is holding the capital city of Kyiv from advancing Russian forces. Let's get right to Kimberly Chang live in our KTLA News Center with the late-breaking developments. Kimberly.
Hi, new reports say Russia is now targeting cities further west in Ukraine than it has before. And the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine tweeted that Putin is preparing a terrorist attack on the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and said occupiers will try to shift responsibility to Ukraine. Also, the U.S. ambassador to the UN said today that Russia's false allegations of a U.S.-supported chemical and biological weapons lab in Ukraine could be a pretext for Russia to use those weapons against Ukrainians. Russia appears to be expanding its offensive by striking military airfields in the west of the country. A huge armored column that had been stalled for over a week outside Kyiv is on the move again. Satellite photos appear to show the massive Russian convoy split up and fanned out. The biggest advances were on cities in the east and south, including Mariupol, where a deadly strike on a maternity hospital this week sparked international outrage and war crime allegations.
The Russians are beginning to make more momentum on the ground towards Kyiv.
President Biden announced additional sanctions Friday. The U.S. and its allies will downgrade its trade status with Russia and ban imports of Russian seafood, alcohol, and diamonds.
And doing it in unison with other nations to make up half of the global economy will be another crushing blow to the Russian economy.
The Biden administration accused Russia of using the UN Security Council as a forum to spread lies as part of a potential false flag operation. Without evidence, Russia accused Ukraine of operating chemical and biological weapons labs with U.S. support. Washington and Kyiv denied the allegations.
We believe the world is bearing witness to a war of Russian aggression, and no matter how much Russia tries, it can't change that.
Russia would pay a severe price if they use chemicals.
Бо ми цього прагнемо.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukrainian forces reached a strategic turning point and are moving towards victory in a war with a very stubborn enemy. These are the latest images coming in from Ukraine. Damaged residential buildings and private houses. A psychiatric care facility damaged by shelling. Rescuers were seen searching through rubble. Citizens in Kyiv take turns keeping watch on a roof, ready to defend their country.
You stay here for 11 hours.
Russian forces reportedly shelled a nuclear research institute in Kharkiv. Ukrainians continue to flee to safety. It's estimated there are 2.5 million refugees in neighboring countries.
It was like hell, living in Kharkov for 9 days when bombs dropped.
And Kimberly, how is Vladimir Putin reacting to the lack of progress his military is making in Ukraine?
Well, Sam, Daily Mail reports that Putin ordered the head of the FSB's foreign service and his deputy be placed under house arrest after blaming them for intelligence failings, which led to embarrassing defeats in Ukraine, and that multiple Russian commanders have been fired since the start of the conflict.
Kimberly, we'll check in with you at 6 o'clock. Thank you. Gas prices continue to skyrocket with the conflict in Ukraine, cutting off supplies. Now, one driver spotted gas for nearly $8 a gallon in Beverly Hills yesterday. $8. LA County has now reached a record averaging $5.80 per gallon for unleaded regular gas.
Oh my goodness. And Orange County's average price is $5.77. Riverside County, $5.69. California is